this is happening.
It's Go Figure Spotlight, Go Figure Spotlight. When you wanna talk figures but you ain't got time, Go Figure Spotlight, Go Figure Spotlight. This is the theme song. 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 This is the theme song.
Hey everybody out there in internet land, welcome to Go Figure Spotlight, the show where I focus on action figures that wouldn't otherwise get a full episode. And this is not an action figure. I know typically that's what I usually focus on, action figures that I made and yada yada yada. This is not that. But let's be honest, nobody cares, because this is freaking awesome! This is the brand new jetpack, Boba Fett jetpack from Galaxie's Edge. I had the pleasure of going to Disneyland 3 times this month. Yeah, I say pleasure like it was just given to me. I had to pay through the nose, but still, I went a couple weeks ago, and this is something I found, and, well, it's pretty freaking awesome. I was looking online, and I actually saw this very same thing, and let me tell you straight up, don't buy from scalpers if you don't have to. This thing cost me just under 50 bucks. I mean, it looks amazing, it's awesome, but don't go scalper route and pay like 150 bucks, because if you just go to the source, it'll cost you a lot less. But that's enough talking about price. What do you say we actually like open this sucker up and get into it? All right, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna get my handy dandy scissors right here. And I'm going to snip these little tape thingy-thangs. This is a little weird for me because I'm not an opener, but I'm sure you guys realize I don't like to open stuff. I mean, you can see stuff behind me. I don't open. But when it comes to things like this, like, you know, a helmet or something, or obviously a jetpack toy, then I am more than willing to open it up, because how else am I going to run around and pretend like I'm fighting Luke Skywalker on Jabba the Hutt's sail barge? I mean, you have to do that, right? Okay, so I got that side snipped, and let's get in there and snip up this side as well. Get in there. Sorry, this is taking a little bit of time. Okay. Dangerously throw scissors. Now that I got that done, let's get this out. I want to be careful because it seems just the slightest bit flimsy. Oh, wait, there's more tape. Of course there's more tape, and now I gotta find my scissors. And snippy, snippy, snippy. And snippy, snippy, snippy. Snippy. Snip, 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 damn you. So let's open. That's interesting. Okay, cool. So there's even more tape on the inside, and my patience is growing thin. And I have successfully removed one piece. Boba's rocket that goes on top. Now, I actually thought that this would be a little bit different. I thought it would be like a hard plastic, but it's more of a soft, like squeaky fabric, plastic. I mean, look at this, look. I feel almost like it's a bit like a dog's chew toy. You know, the ones like squeaky, squeaky? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna hear anything, but I'm gonna put in some sound effects later, so. Okay, that's enough, annoying. So, I guess they use the softer material for the rocket because, let's be honest, little kids are going to start shooting each other in the face with these things, and Disney doesn't want lawsuits. On top of that, the missile's got this foam tip, so that really just screams, safety! We don't want to get sued! So I'm going to put this down. Well, I'll let you get a good look. And now I will put this down. I'll put it right here and leave it there. And let's get back in there and get the rest of this open. This is way more complicated than I anticipate. You know, I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to cut the wires. Snip this one too. Open. Damn it, open. If you get that reference, you are awesome. Okay, so this one is giving me a little bit of trouble, but I'm a man, and I'm opening a toy. There's more? Oh my gosh, how many snips does this thing have? Okay, 1 and 2, and I gotta be careful because there are little straps back here. I don't want to cut those, but I think I got it. Grown man struggling with it. Ooh, I hit the strap. Okay, I'll be very careful. I didn't cut it, but I nicked it a little bit. The perfectionist in me is like, oh God, what have you done? But I mean, Boba Fett's jetpack was all messed up anyway, so a little nick in the strap probably isn't going to be a big deal. Now that I've got that out, I'll show you the back of the box real quick. Did you see it? Did you read it? Okay. Let's take a look at the actual toy now. Oh, there's a little button on the side. So as you just saw, like a couple of times, when you hit the button on the side, it says try me, it takes off. Let's aim that down and... Whoa! Apparently it makes different sounds when you do different things. Well, you know, you hit the button like multiple times, it makes different sounds. So I'm gonna take a second and try to pull the little snips out. And 3. And apparently the 4th one... Shut up, you. Apparently the 4th one already fell out, so there's that. Okay, let's take a look at this sucker. So, it's got some straps here, and my God, this is more complicated than I anticipated. And they expect little kids to play with this? Holy crap! I'm assuming, though, that, like, it goes across the body because the left is way different than the right. Well, technically it would be the other way around. The right is way different than the left. I was looking at it backwards. I keep hitting that button. So yeah, there's like all this extra slack, and I'm assuming it goes across, but I don't have the patience to figure that out. Let's take a look at the missile. Pop that bad boy in there. Goes in pretty easily. I'm not exactly sure if I have it facing the right way, but the honest truth is it's got the same little detail on the front and the back, so I don't think there is a right way per se. It's on the sides as well, so you know, you can turn it all the way around. So when I bought this, the guy in Galaxie's Edge, he said that the missile can fire. So let's see if we can figure that out. Figure out how to fire the missile. I'm assuming there's some sort of button or something, or command, or, I don't know, maybe you say fire, you know, like that old video, that squirt gun thing. Fire, 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 fire. Yep, I'm feeling stupid, and I keep hitting the stupid button. Okay, I'm just for the sake of my sanity, I'm gonna turn it off for a second. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now that button shouldn't do anything. I stand corrected. Oh, come on! Okay, so maybe what I hit had nothing to do with the sound effects, but yeah. Okay, let's figure this out. Let's see how we launch this thing. I have no idea how we launch this thing, and I'm gonna have to get the box, aren't I? Okay. Let me just... Ooh, there's a button on the bottom. The button on the bottom is how you turn off the sound. I feel stupid, but at least now I know. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. So this thing has a little bit of like a standing up issue, so I'm going to put the little jets to the side. And I'm going to leave it like so. Yep, let me just take this, prop this bad boy up. Failing terribly. Oh, there we go. Yay! Okay, I'm back. I have the box. This thing doesn't look at all phallic. Okay, so what does it say? Push button for sound, and that would be the button on the side here. Launching missile. pull strap to launch the missile.
Oh, that's why there's an extra strap there.
And let's pull the strap. Okay, here we go. 1 and a 2. Oh! Oh, jeez! Okay, that's pretty awesome. Kind of gave me a little bit of a heart attack. But, you know, at the same time, I don't think that this is going to be, like, really going too far. I mean, you saw that. It shot up, like, half a foot in the air. Let's put it back in there. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm holding it wrong. How do I do it? How do I do it? I did it wrong. What did I do? Oh, there it goes. Okay, you have to pull it straight down. It has to be at like a perfect 90-degree angle. And I'm getting the idea that maybe, just maybe, you have to have this on your back for it to work easily. Because it kind of gets, the pull thing kind of gets stuck within the straps a little bit. So if you're wearing the straps, I think it would work a lot better. So let's pop that in there and maybe give it one more little go. I'll hold it still this time and yep, exactly like I said, 90-degree angle, perfect. So yeah, let's hit the sound effects button again. Where did I say it was? It was on the bottom. It was on the bottom. Okay. So there is a demo setting, and there is an on setting, like most toys like this. So I turned it to the on setting this time instead of the demo setting. And the reason I did that is because I want to hear what happens when I fire that missile when it's on. Okay, 1 and a 2 and a 3. Hell yeah, let's blow some Tusken Raiders. God, that sounded awful. Y'all know what I mean though, right? Tusken Raiders from Star Wars, right? Hashtag Tusken Life. So this is the Boba Fett jetpack. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna show it off. Okay. This thing is way too small for me. What am I thinking? What am I doing with my life? I'm a grown man buying toys. I should be out there buying beer and stuff and doing taxes, or I don't know. What do adults buy? Should be out there listening to books on tape by Morgan Freeman or something. I don't know. Okay, I gotta. Still too little. Still too little. Let's see if I can just squeeze it up in this thing. No. No, that's not working. Oh God, I'm really stuck. Ah! Okay. Okay. A year and a half later, and this thing is finally fit for me because I'm a grown man. And I think I actually made it a little too big. Can I make it smaller? Can I do that on the fly? No, I can't. Screw it. I'm just gonna leave it this way. So I got it on. Let me see if I can angle these little rocket things. Rocket Man. I'm gonna get in trouble if I keep singing songs. Okay, so you can take a look. I'm stuck. Take a look. It's on my back. Looks really bitchin'. And I'm gonna pull the lever and fire that rocket. Here we go. Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? Okay, you know what? I like this thing, but damn, Disney, this is meant for children. This is a complicated children's toy. Okay, let's try that again. So it's on me now, and let's pull the lever. Ah! When it's on my back, if I pull it at a 90-degree angle straight down, it doesn't really fire. I had to pull it forward. I can see how this is really cool, but the fact that these rockets move so much and the fact that it's so complicated to get it to work just right, that might be a bit of bit of a black smudge. But aside from that, I really like this. I really do. So what I'm actually going to do, being the collector that I am, is I'm going to touch up the paint because, this is cool and everything, but it still looks like a toy. So I am going to touch up the paint a little bit and make this look just a little bit more from a galaxy far, far away. A little bit more authentic. See you on the other side. Okay, so here we are, coming up to the jetpack, ready to be painted. I wanted to hit it with a little bit more silver, but I can't seem to find the silver. As you can see, I've just got the bronzer and the black. I'm going to use that to make it a little bit more dirty, and, well, let's see how it turns out. Okay, so I hit it with the bronzer and I hit it with the black to make it a little bit more dirty. I'm liking how this is looking, but those silver spots, they still look kind of funky. I'm gonna see if I can do something about that. I think I might hit them a little bit with the sandpaper, make it look like the paint is kind of peeling away a little bit. So we'll come back and we'll take a look at that in a second. Hey everybody, welcome back to Go Figure Spotlight. And here is the end result of all my labor. Let me just put these down. No matter what I do, I can't avoid hitting that button. But anyway, the jetpack is all done. I hit it with the paint, made it look a little bit more rustic, and I really like how it turned out. The black gave it a nice dirty look, and the bronze gave it this kind of rusting over look. I think I'm gonna hit it again with silver once I get a hold of a can of silver paint. I had one, and then it just conveniently disappeared. I don't even want to get into that. But yeah, here you go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, show you some of the details, and yeah, this jetpack's pretty awesome. Let's get a nice good look at it. Boba Fett Galaxie's Edge jetpack. As you can see, I went in and I dirtied it up a bit. And the bronze, it made it a little bit more, like rusty looking. I intentionally left the missile alone because, like I said, I want to hit that with the silver. So when I get some silver paint, I'm going to come back in. Oh, by the way, like I said, the tip is kind of this weird foam material. So comment down in the comments, obviously, if you want me to 3D print a better tip. I'm thinking maybe that's a good idea, but considering the missile's made out of like a plasticky, squeaky toys type stuff, I'm kind of wondering if it would be too heavy. But I guess I'm going to find out. So, this is my review of the Boba Fett Galaxie's Edge jetpack. And I say, if not for the small mistakes like, trying to get it on and having trouble and having difficulty getting the missile to fire, this toy is a definite win. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to click that bell button for notifications. This is Jack signing out.